Alright guys, welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Go. Spent a lot of time catching Pokemon today and got a good couple hundred of them. What we're going to be doing today is going over evolving them, powering them up, when to power up and when to evolve, and some of the tactics involved in that. We've got some specific information on the video that just recently came out, so now we know that there's a max character level of 40, and at level 30 your the Pokemon you catch will be the max CP that they can be. So from level 30 to level 40, the only way to get more powerful Pokemon is to power them up with Stardust, and Stardust is pretty the most valuable resource in the game. So we also know that at level 20 things start slowing down a lot more, so you don't really want to power up anything until at least level 20. And even after that, you want to save your Stardust for when you do get to level 30. Going from 30 to 40, you're going to have to keep powering up. Every time you level up, you're going to have to power up your main guys, because as you level, the max power of your Pokemon is based on the level that you're doing. So we've learned some things on that. If you've seen my first video, we was just kind of figuring the game out before we've kind of gotten some more specific information. So now we'll be able to get some more specifics on it. So what I've done here is I've gone through and I've starred a lot of my Pokemon that I'm going to power up for sure. And then another thing I'm going to show you during this video is how to really max out your experience gain, and how to, if you do this at level 1, you're going to be able to jump up, maybe 10 levels in one night, based on the little trick I'm going to show you here. So basically just tactics and, figuring out the game mechanics and how to do that. So what I've got here is when you do evolving your Pokemon doesn't cost any Stardust. If you go down here and look, power up, if I wanted to power this guy up, it would cost 2,200 Stardust and 2 candies, specific candies from that type of Pokemon. But evolving them only takes the candy. So what you want to do is, when you're ready to power or evolve something, what you want to first do is catch something that this white arc that's just below the CP 508 at the top of it, that shows their power up bar. So you want to catch the Pokemon that is up to, filled up at least 80%. When I caught this guy, he was at 90%, but then I leveled up and then it went down a little bit. So now he's, not powered up as much. But the idea is, so what I can do with these guys, especially EVs, because they only have one of evolution, not 2 or 3 like some of the others do. You catch a dude that's fully powered up. When I evolve this guy, he'll then be in his final evolved form at 80 or 90%, whatever that little bar is over there, of his powered up. So he's going to be pretty strong at my level. As I level up, his power will go down, or the max that he could get. And so if I wanted to keep him going and being one of my main fighters, I'd have to keep planting Stardust to power him up. So when you're leveling up quickly in the game, you're going to level up quickly. So you don't want to really spend Stardust powering up a guy, and then you power him up and you level up a couple of times. The other trick is you don't want to evolve something unless you can evolve it to its final form. So if it has 3 evolutions, don't evolve it halfway and then wait till you get more candy and then evolve it again, because by the time you're waiting to get the next evolution, you'll probably level up a couple times, and then he won't be as powerful as he was when you first leveled him up. So that's the idea here. Like the EVs, they only have 1 evolution, so he'll be in his final evolution as soon as I power this guy up. Same thing with the Dodos. They have 1 evolution, and see, if you notice the white bars on these guys I've starred, they're all pretty high, like around 80% or more. That's what I do. Even the Pidgeys. Now with the Pidgeys, what I'm doing here, I did level them up, but I'm not going to, or I'm going to evolve them, but a fully evolved Pidgey becomes a Pidgeot, and a Pidgeot's not even that good in battle. It's a horrible thing. It's a trash bird. It attacks very slowly and barely even does any damage, so it's worthless. So really what I'm going to do, Pidgeys, I don't know about your area, but my area, they're super common. I literally can catch 100 of them every day. And their first evolution only costs 12 candy, as you can see that in there. So what you can do, every time you evolve any Pokemon, you get 500 experience. So if I catch 100 Pokemon, or 100 Pidgeys, and you get three pieces of candy per Pidgey, you're going to get 300 pieces of candy. You're going to be able to divide that by 12 and evolve basically, what, 30 Pidgeys and times 500 experience. Kind of did the math on it the other day. What we would also do, the little trick is you use an egg, a lucky egg, to double all your experience gain for the next 30 minutes. So what I'm about to do is hit my egg, double my experience, and then I'm going to start evolving, mass evolving, and then just transferring and getting rid of them. The Pidgeys and the Rattatas are really common here. So we're just going to evolve like 50 creatures and then transfer them off, and just to get the double experience. And so we're going to see how much experience we get out of that. But so that's kind of the trick in it, and the key in it, is making sure you kind of look at how much candy you have and always saving enough so that when you do find something you do want to evolve all the way up and spend all that candy, you got some extra for it. So anyways, so we're going to jump into that. Let's go ahead and pop my egg. Oh, look, little execute just popped right here in my apartment. That's pretty awesome. Not even using incense or nothing. So these guys are somewhat rare in my area. So we'll catch him real quick while he's here. Hopefully he doesn't jump out. And 3. Oh, come on. Come on, man. You're just a little guy. Let's give him a berry. Maybe we'll have a little bit of better chance of catching him. One thing to remember is when they do jump out, they'll jump out farther after you don't catch them the first time. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, he's ours. Guys, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'm going to be doing a pretty cool video probably later this week, where it'll be we're going to be traveling to some bigger cities. I'm in Texas. I'm also going to be going to Oregon in a couple weeks and catching some Pokemon over there and looking for some rares. I'm part of the team Red Valor. I got a couple of friends. We're going to team up and go smash some major gyms and do some gym videos and things like that. So subscribe so you can see the later videos on it. Help me out and like this video. If there's anything that was helpful in this, it really helps a lot. And leave a comment down there. Tell me what your favorite Pokemon is and give me some tips. But that, let's go ahead and get into the evolving that we've been talking about here. So I do have one lucky egg. Let's pop this guy. Boom, 30 minutes, we're getting double experience. Let's go into the Pokemon Dex. Pokemon Dex, is that a word? And start evolving. Now the reason I'm also evolving these EVs, if you look, I have a ton of extra candy. So now with the EVs evolving, there's a little trick, you can rename them specifically to control what they are. So if you want them to be the electrical one, you rename them as Sparky. If you want them to do the other ones, you find the actual names for that too. So I don't really care right now because whatever he turns into is going to be great. So let's go ahead and evolve him. And you're actually going to be watching me doing some evolves. Let's see. Make sure I'm still recording. Alright, so we got the electrical one on the first bat. These guys are really awesome. All of the EVs evolved are great first Pokemon to evolve. They're only like, I think it was 30 or something, what was it, to evolve it. It goes into its final form, and they all have high DPS because they attack fast, really fast. So these guys are really good for your starters up to kind of get you to the higher levels. Alright, so we got Jolteon. I'm going to go ahead and not cheat. Hopefully I don't get another Jolteon, but we'll see. Since I got so much candy, I'm going to evolve one more. And I'm still going to save myself 50 or so candy. So when I get to a higher level and I find some higher, catch some higher CP guys that are almost powered up all the way, I can evolve those guys all the way too. So that'll be good. But let's go ahead and jump. Oh, we got another one. So now we got 2 Jolteons. So maybe I should have renamed them. So I could have got a Flareon or something. But it's alright because it doesn't really matter till you're higher level 30 anyways, because in 5 days these guys they'll be irrelevant anyway. So you see both of those jumped up, evolved them. They're both over 1,000, and if you look at the white bar, they're still at 90%. So they took all that power with them. So now we have 2 basically my level Pokemon that are almost all the way powered up. Same thing with the Duos. Let's evolve these guys. And we are getting double EXP for every time we do this, so that's pretty cool. We're about to just get mass experience here. Here goes another one. These are pretty cool. They come out and they got 3 heads. I like how the beginner, like the starting form of every Pokemon is real cute and friendly, and then as soon as you evolve them, man, they turn into monsters. So, all right, so there we got another one. He's 855, pretty weak. I probably wouldn't use these in battles. The EVs are really good for just using in battles until you really start getting the rare ones. And the reason I'm evolving this guy right now, if you notice, I have 102 candy saved up. So spending 50 more, I'm still going to have another 50 for another evolution if I need to a couple more levels from now. But with these guys really too, I mean, I've never even used them in battle because you can see them at 90% powered up. They're not even breaking 1,000 CP, so not very strong. But I might use them for, you can also use them for, throwing into a gym for defense after you take it or whatever. All right, so now we're going to go through the Pidgeys a little bit here. And with these, I might, I'll probably, depending on the amount of Pidgey candy I have saved up, I might evolve a couple of these or one of these, like this guy right here, to his full evolution, like one more step, and spend the 50 candy just to have him, at max power where my level is. But I mean, like I said, they're horrible to fight with. Their attack is like once every couple of seconds, and then when it hits, it does like almost no damage. So we have 229 freaking Pidgey candy too, so that's a ton of candy. We'll evolve this one too. We'll probably end up evolving good, maybe 10 or 20 of these guys. Checking to see what our real experience gain really is. What I should have done was looked at my actual experience bar because it may not pop up. But to see how much I gain. Maybe it'll be under the journal. We'll see. We can really add it all up if we need to. Alright, so there's another one. You can see how, they're medium, they're second form, but they're still pretty. You probably get them up to 1,000 when I fully evolve them, but they are just not worth finding. So Eevees, or not Eevees, but Pidgeys are really one of the most valuable Pokemon in the game because they only cost 12 pieces to evolve, and every time you evolve it, you get 500 experience, whether it's to its third evolution or its first evolution. So you spend 12 pieces of candy, you get 500 experience. You pop in an egg before that, you get 1,000. So we're getting 1,000 experience every single time we evolve these guys, and we're only spending 12 candy. And every time you catch one of them, you get 3 candy, plus you can transfer it, and so you can get 4 candy. But basically, that means if you get 4 candy for every one you catch, that's 4, 8, 12. So every 3 that you catch, you can evolve, the next one. If you don't transfer them, so every 4 that you call, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So every 4 Pidgey you catch, you can evolve one of those with the candy, get the 500 experience. Plus you get 100 experience for each one you catch. So right now you're already at 900. Then you pop an egg, you're at 1,800 experience for 4 Pidgeys. So you start getting a lot of experience for something that is common and you can catch it everywhere. So that's kind of the trick. You do this at a low level. You go hit some Pokestops, get a couple hundred Pidgey candy, and you after 1 or 2 days, you evolve all those guys and you use a lucky egg. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could go from level 1 to level 10 in basically 1 day of playing this game using this technique. So definitely use the lucky eggs to maximize your experience gain. And the way I've seen to do that is using evolutions and saving up all of your cheap Pokemon that evolve cheaply and then evolve them all at once like I'm doing right now. So, all right, the Weedle. The reason I'm actually evolving him is because I do have 128 candy. So I'm actually, because he's about 80-90% powered up, I'm actually evolving this guy all the way to his final form just to, because I have the extra candy to spend. I'll still have another 60 saved after I evolve him up that I can use to evolve another Weedle later on. So we're going to get to see him go hit his final form at a 80-90% power up. So he'll be decently strong at my level. So now he's a Kakuna. See, I still have 117, it's another 50, so it cost about 62, I think it was, to evolve these guys to their final form. 62 candy, you got 120. I still got enough candy to evolve another one later on. So I always say make sure you have enough reserves. So, I really could do if I really wanted was just evolve a whole bunch of them. But this is kind of cool. So now we got, I forget what these guys, like a Beedrill, I think they're called. Yep. a Beedrill at, you can see the white arc at 90%. So at 90%, he's at 665, super low CP. I've never even brought him to battle. I'll probably do it just to see how they are and fight with them. But okay, so that's all the starred ones that I had. Let's go ahead and just go into, if you click number, when you're sorting them, number will be, what's kind of cool is it puts them in order as they evolve too. Like the Weedle evolves into, I don't have one yet, but the Kakuna and the Beedrill. The Pidgeys, if you scroll down all the way down, the next thing it'll show on the list will be its evolution, which is the Pidgeotto, and then the next ones after that is the Pidgeot. So, all right. So let's jump over here. We got a couple of Weedles left. Let's see, 68 candy. I could evolve these guys because, you know, I'm going to catch more in a couple days. So I'm going to go ahead and evolve them just one time just to get the bonus on my eggs that I'm using. But I'm just going to transfer this guy later on after I'm done. Because, I mean, they're super low TP. So I'm just doing this purely for experience now. All right, there we go. Thank you for your 500 experience, sir. There we go. And another one. So this will get kind of repetitive. But basically what we're doing right here is just, you know, maxing out to see how much experience we can. So jump to the end of the video. Hopefully I have enough data on my phone that it won't cut off. This is a long video, but hopefully this works. If, you know, not, then there'll be a second part 2 to this, or I'll edit it down and combine the 2 videos. And so towards the end of the video, if you drop to the last 10% of the video, we'll be looking at the experience gain. But if you want to see all the things get evolved, so this is the boring part. I'm going to start going through Pidgeys. We got 185 candy and 12, and they cost 12 a piece. So, I mean, we can do, what, about 20 evolutions here or so. But, man, I mean, you got to think, every one of these, you get 500 experience. I got the egg popping, so every one of these, every time I press the evolve, I'm getting 1,000 experience, 1,000 experience, 1,000 experience. So this is the way to level up your guy super fast. And when you level up, you're able to catch, you have a higher increased chance of catching more rare Pokemon, better Pokemon, stronger Pokemon, things like that. So it's actually a good thing to level up as fast as you can. You don't really miss out on anything. Because, I mean, you don't lose anything out of it, really. So it's one of those games where, you know, if you're playing an MMO and you do the grinding instead of the quests, well, you miss out on all the quest loot gear. In this game, you ain't gonna lose nothing by, you know, leveling up real quick. So still got 163 candy. We're still rolling. Pidgey after Pidgey. So this is why Pidgeys are actually the most valuable Pokemon in the game for experience. I mean, at least for me, I catch them all day long. I can catch, you know, easily 100 of these a day. And 100, you know, and each one of them worth 1,000 experience. That's freaking 100,000 experience, something like that. I don't know. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're still going. And with Pidgeys too, because they're so common, I can spend all the rest of my Pidgey candy. I don't got to save any, because if I need Pidgey candy, I can go catch 50 Pidgeys tomorrow morning. And all of a sudden I got, you know, 50 Pidgeys is 150 candy. Boom. I'm done by the morning time. I can just focus on Pidgey catching. So, here we go. How many more, man? It's just, I don't know how many more we got. Hopefully they just keep going forever. So yeah, as you're catching Pokemon, what I would do is I'd transfer them off. You know, I'm really big on like organization and efficiency on things when I'm collecting stuff, but it actually was a waste, because when you transfer, you get 1 piece of candy. Well, why don't I evolve you for 12 candy, get 500 experience, and then transfer you off until I run out of candy, right? So, so throughout the day, what I do is I just don't even worry about my you know, Poke collection here, and just collect everything I see, collect everything you see, because one thing, you get 100 experience and 100 Stardust, and really the only way to get Stardust, really farm it, is by catching a Pokemon one at a time. And you need Stardust to power up and to be competitive. And to really power up, it keeps your Pokemon within your level. Like at level 30, when your Pokemon stop, you can't catch anyone stronger. What you'll do is, you know, at level, you'll have your favorite Pokemon, you'll power him, you'll catch him and get him powered up to level 30, and then you'll hit level 31. Well, he's not going to get any stronger, and you're not going to catch anything stronger, so you got to power him up to level 31. Then you go to level 32. So you got to drag him all the way up to level 40 with you, from 30 to 40, and that's when Stardust is going to be super expensive and super valuable. So, recommendation is don't spend any Stardust until you really get to level 30. Which I kind of messed up on that. I probably spent about 30,000, 10, maybe 20 or 30,000, somewhere around there. Stardust, kind of trying to keep, you know, some of my main Pokemon with me as I was leveling up. But I was leveling up, you know, at least every day, or maybe not, you know, twice every day. So it was just, I'd spend all day collecting Stardust, and then I'd have to spend it all on the Pokemon just to keep them up in my level. So definitely was a waste until I figured out how it all works. So hopefully this video helps some of you guys out in that sense. All right, we're still going through the Pidgeys. 97 candies left. So that's what, maybe 9, maybe 8 more Pidgeys. And then we'll go on to the Rattatas and a couple other little guys. I got some extra candy we'll evolve, and then we'll check and see our experience level and how we're doing there. So now we're all very much experts on evolving Pidgeys. And there we go. Thank you, sir, for your contribution of EXP. Well, today was pretty cool. Went to the park. They had a little festival there, and got there late at night, but when it was all kind of ending. But I found my first actual Pikachu, which is really cool. So I feel like I'm an official trainer now. I got my first Pikachu. He's a little guy, but he's like CP 30 or something like that. But it's pretty cool. Got my first Pikachu, so that's good. I did what I wanted to in this game. Let's see. Let's just keep evolving. Keep evolving. Keep evolving. We got 30 minutes on this egg, so we're just freaking sucking up the EXP right now. Alright, we got all kinds of birds. Then we're just going to transfer them all, and then do it again tomorrow. You know, every day. Just every evening when I get done, you know, catching Pokemon all day, then I'll end it up by, you know, popping an egg and evolving 50 creatures, 50 Pokemon. So, and I also kind of save it up. Maybe sometimes I'll save it for a couple of days, depending on how much room I have in my Pokemon collection. Because there's like those Eevees that I evolved. You know, I want to actually evolve those and kind of use those to battle, you know, a little bit over the next couple of days until my level gets higher, and then I gotta find some more. But let's see how much more candy we got. 53, so maybe 4 or so more evolves. I probably should have did the final evolution with that 50 candy, but it's all right. I can do it whenever I, and I don't plan on fighting with them. You know, I had a Pidgeot upgraded, and, you know, even powered him up a little bit, tried to, you know, make him powerful, but he was trash in the battle. So these things really, the only value they have in the game is the experience you get from evolving them one level. So all right, let's see where we're at here. I think I got like 3 more evolutions. There we go. Got 30 more Pidgey candy, so let's maximize our experience. It's a bit of a grind, just sitting here popping it out and over, but it's going to be worth it. We're going to have a lot of experience here in a little bit. And there's another one. I don't know how many we've done. I mean, I've definitely lost count. So if you guys are counting, put that in the comments and see if you're watching. And see if you can catch that number. Also, another thing, guys, if you're actually watching this far and you're still watching the video, if you do leave a comment, I always click on the person, go to your channel, and if you got a channel, I'll subscribe to it. And every time you leave a comment saying just, you know, nice video, I'm gonna go click on your profile picture, go straight to your channel, look at your last video. I'm gonna like it, and I'm gonna say nice, nice video, whatever it is. It's a great way for small YouTubers to help each other out. So sub, say nice video, and I'll definitely, do the same time. Every time you do that on my channel, every video, I'm gonna run it over, and you're gonna get a like on your video. All right, so we're done with the Pidgeys, and then I'll transfer all those out. Look at all the Pidgeotos we have now. Okay, we got a freaking, it's like Birds Attack, like that scary movie from the like 50s or whatever it was, the 60s, 70s, about birds. Old buddy I grew up with was at a phobia of birds. It was funny, man. You'd see a bird fly over. One time they kind of got cut in the awning under that balcony, and man, he was freaking out. So he probably wouldn't want to have all these birds in his collection. All right, so now we're gonna go to the Rattata, and these guys. Let's see how much candy I got. 243. These guys are a little more expensive, 25 to evolve, but again, they're so common. You might as well catch them to get the 100 experience and 100 Stardust, and then every night you got 250 candies. Just evolve them, pop an egg, evolve these guys too. So they're kind of like the Pidgeys. They're just a little more expensive, but they're still so common that you might as well just evolve them and get the, then transfer off these rats. Raticates, I think they're called when they evolve up. So we'll go through these guys now. Good thing is they're a little more expensive, so it's not as much of a grind. I mean, 4 of them is 100, so we got 200. That's basically 8 of them. We just got to evolve 8. 8 times 5 was at 3,500 experience, times 2 for the egg. That's another 7,000 experience just for, catching Rattatas. So, I mean, right there, how many levels is that? From level 1 to level 2. I don't know I didn't look what it was, but I mean, it's probably only 1,000 experience or something, so. All right, continuing on, we still have 195, almost 200 candy. So we still got about 7 more of these to keep going. So we'll make sure we're still recording here. And yep, still going good. Hopefully we don't run out of space on the old phone. I need to upgrade that little mini drive. Get a lot more space on this thing. I think it's only like, I don't know, a couple of gigabytes or something. All right, I'm waiting for when they have the little mini drives, mini discs or whatever, little save cards that are like terabytes. That'll be awesome. And it will happen. Every day that we get better with our high tech. All right, so let's see where we're at now. Good Raticate. Good Raticate. Just keep giving me that EXP. Hopefully my egg isn't added. I didn't really look exactly what the time was when I started, and I haven't gone back to see if on the main screen if my egg is still going, but hopefully it is. Either way, even if it's not, I'm still going to evolve these guys, get the 500 XP for now, and just kind of max it out tonight, because I'll get a whole bunch of experience tomorrow. Or a whole bunch more Rattatas and Piggies. We'll do the whole thing over again. So we'll start leveling up really quickly, hopefully now. But I think, it's been maybe 20 minutes. So we still should have a good maybe 9 minutes left of evolving, and hopefully that's enough. Now, the one other thing is, too, if you don't need to do this at home, if you're really smart, you do this just before you go out poke hunting in the morning. And then, so if that way there's any time left on your egg, and then you actually hit some poke stops, you get experience with that, or catch some new ones. It's also too really good to use. What I would do is, if I was new and I was out there hunting and I was ready to evolve these guys, but just kind of waiting for the moment. The moment would be when I'm about to catch a Pokemon I haven't caught yet, because you get 600 experience for catching a new Pokemon, so double that, 1,200. So if I was about to catch a Pokemon I hadn't actually caught yet, then I'd pop the egg, then catch them, then go through this whole strat. So you really just, the whole thing is optimizing your experience boost, because double EXP, that's a pretty good boost. I mean, that's awesome. All right, so what are we doing here? 75. So 3 more. 3 more Rattatas. Sorry. All right. See how we're doing. Then 2 more, and then I think we're pretty much done. We're gonna scroll through the Pokemon collection I got here, and just see if there's any more that really need it. But should be fine. There might be a couple more, but I don't think so. Maybe one or two. That's pretty much the main gist of it. Alright, Rattatas. Man, they are everywhere I'm at. But yeah, my buddy went to San Antonio, and you should see the video there. I mean, the city's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Pokestops all over the city. And so we're going to be going out maybe this weekend, so subscribe to check that out, because we're going to be taking, there's a river walk, which is a really cool tourist area, but you can get on a boat and it goes down this river that's actually perfectly slow enough that he can collect all the stops, collect everything on the river walk, Pokemon, and hatch his eggs. So we're going to be uploading some cool videos of that. Then we're going to go to Corpus Christi on the beach and show you some cool beaches. Then I'm going to be taking a trip to Oregon. I'm going to show you what you can catch in Oregon compared to Texas. So yeah, so help me out, subscribe so you can see those videos when they come out and kind of see the new things as we figure them out. All right, so there's the Rattatas. We've done all of them. Look at all these Raticates. Now we got a little band of Raticates. There's my Pikachu right there in the middle. Now this Nidoran, it's actually ready. It's about 80% on the bar there, so I would evolve it, but there's no reason to. I think there's also a 30 evolution, and since I'm leveling up right now, I don't need to waste it. That's kind of how it is with all these guys. The Oddish right here, I could evolve him, but it'd be a waste of the candy because there is a third evolution, and I want to be able to make sure you can evolve it. When you evolve something and you're actually evolving it to use and fight with, make sure you evolve it all the way at once. Don't do it halfway and then wait till later on. Let's see, anything else here? Some other stuff. There's some of the guys that I just evolved. Most of these guys are waiting. They're waiting until I get higher level, basically is how that works. So there's my new Jolteons that we got, so we'll be using those. There's my Vaporeon, my 2 Jolteons. I should have been smart. I'll do it tomorrow anyways, and I'll get a Flareon, and that way I'll have a good Vaporeon, good Jolteon, good Flareon, all 3 of them, and that's what we'll be doing a lot of the battles with. But other than that, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see if it shows. Leveled up. I mean, I got a whole level there, guys, at least. Oh, look at that. Ultra Balls. Nice. Yeah, so, I mean, look at that. 39,000 experience, guys. You can get that on day 1. On day 1, you can get 40,000 experience. So, I mean, that's going to take you almost 10 levels, boom, instantly. I have another profile, level 1 guy. I can even show you that in another video if you guys really want to check it out. But, or make a video and let me know about it in the comments, and I'll go check it out, and we'll collaborate that way. But just wanted to show that. I still got 5 minutes left here. Just make sure there's nothing else really to do. Kind of go through, let's see, not much to do really, could just go through the Pokemon. But that's pretty much it. I'll just transfer most of these guys out and clean this up, and then do it again tomorrow. So 40,000 experience, guys. But yeah, if you're still watching this video, leave a comment. Just comment what your favorite Pokemon that you've caught is, and let me know what that is. That'll be awesome. My favorite one right now is obviously my Pikachu. I just caught it, so that's totally cool. And let me know what your guys' favorite Pokemon that you've caught so far is. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later when I see you in the game.